I saw in the spirit the nation of America, and the Lord said something to me. He said, look, and I was looking at the nation, and he said, do you see that the nation of America is standing in the midst of the greatest demonstration of my love and mercy that this nation has ever experienced in the history of this nation? And you know, Kelsey, this is going to seem slightly left field, but when the Lord said to me about the greatest demonstration of his love and mercy, it was funny. My son, who's 18, he's just had his 18th birthday. And he came to me and he said, Mom, I'd love a new car. You know, I mean, he's 18, he's, you know, the testosterone's pumping in the veins, and, you know, girls have suddenly now on the radar. And, you know, he has this great desire for me to buy him a car. And I said to him, yes, son, you know, of course I'll buy you a car, you know, as you get your license and in the next couple of months. And so, you know, and in my mind, I'm seeing an old banger, as we call it here in the UK, you know, a really old car that's kind of, you know, safe, but, you know, an old banger, as it were. But in his mind, he's thinking, you know, a sports car, something that's got some juice in it, something that's going to really, you know, take him, 1 to 120 in 60 seconds. And the Lord likened that scenario, that conversation to me with my son. And the Lord said to me, you know, when I said to Caleb, actually, I said, well, you know, he started describing the kind of car he wanted. I said to him, you know, son, I hear your heart. I hear what, you know, the kind of car you want, but I love you too much to buy you a car like that. I love you too much to buy a car like that, because if I had to buy you a car like that, you would probably be dead in 6 months. So I'm not going to buy you that car. And so, you know, Kelsey, I could have all the money in the world and I could afford to buy him that car. But in love and in mercy, I know what's best for my son. And so, you know, love and mercy overrides, you know, his desire for a specific car that's going to, you know, get all the attention that he's looking for. And, you know, when God likened that conversation, when God brought that conversation back to me, and he likened to what he was saying here, that the nation of America is in the midst of the greatest demonstration of God's love and mercy. That speaks to the fact that God knows what is going to cause a prodigal nation to come back to her senses. God, in God's great love and mercy, he's going to allow a shaking to bring a nation back to its knees, a nation back to its foundations. Am I making sense, Kelsey? Are you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I just want you to keep going, because it's all flowing from the Spirit of God. So yes, keep going.
Okay,
keep sharing the word.
Good. Okay. If you need to stop me, Kelsey, just stop me. And then the Lord said to me, he said, do you see that a divine rescue mission is underway? And then I saw that the great shaking was causing a prodigal nation, which the Lord likened the nation of America to me as a prodigal nation. He's likened my own nation as a prodigal nation. And that just gives us an insight into this next move of God, how he is aligning, and prodigal nations are now beginning to come out of the valley of decision. And then the Lord said to me, I am bringing a prodigal nation back to her senses, that she will turn and return to its first love. The great shaking was causing a supernatural shift and a course correction in the realm of the Spirit. It was taking a nation back to its covenant foundations on which it was built. A great shaking would awaken a nation. And then again, the Lord started speaking to me about the redemptive purpose of his shaking, that a nation would then be awakened, that a nation that was going blind. You see, again, everything with God, his timing is always perfect. A nation that was going blind to its true identity and kingdom destiny is now being awakened to who she really is, to her God-given destiny and identity. And the Lord then showed me that the great shaking would purge and purify a nation of its sin and its iniquity, so that it may become a vessel of great honor in the house of the Lord. And then the Lord said to me, and that the nation would become as a gold signet ring upon my finger among the nations. And then I heard the Lord say this. He said, America, America, be still and know that I am God. For now a new mercy movement of my spirit is making a way where there seems no way. For I have declared, again, I felt the spirit of the fear of the Lord when he said that to me. For I have declared over this nation that mercy, mercy, mercy is the taproot of this great land. And it shall stand once again as a nation under the power and the authority of my sovereign hand. And Kelsey, then the Lord showed me something amazing. I saw in the realm of the spirit as I was hearing the Lord, and the Lord showed me something. And as you know, I'm a seer prophet. So, I see that I hear and then I speak. But the Lord showed me something in the realm of the spirit. And I saw, I don't know if you've ever seen it, but I saw what looked like an agitator, a miner's agitator. Now, if you do gold mining and if you do opal mining, there's what they call an agi or an agitator, where they put the raw mineral, they put, the raw, rich mineral soil of rocks and stones into what they call an agitator. And it's like a big drum. And I know with gold, they use, sometimes they can use chemicals, but with something like opal mining, they put these rocks into an agitator, and this it begins to rotate, and the rotating motion begins to break down any of the finer particles that the fine particles from the larger material, and then of course there's a separation that begins to take place. And the Lord showed me this agitator. It was like I was seeing it in the realm of the spirit, and suddenly I saw the nations being tossed into this giant agitator in the realm of the spirit. And I heard the Lord say this as I saw the nations being tossed and turned. I heard the Lord say something amazing. I heard the spirit of revelation saying, daughter, watch, for now is the season of divine extraction and supernatural separation. For a time of the great divide is now taking place within the nations of the earth. For nations will be tossed and turned in this hour, shaken, sifted, separated, and scattered. For my spirit is now moving to agitate, to disrupt, to dismantle, and to demolish. For my spirit is moving to make a divine distinction between that which is precious and that which is of no use to my kingdom purposes in the earth. For I tell you, I will purge and I will purify in these days of great shaking. And then the Lord said something amazing, Kelsey. He said, for gold, gold, gold is what I shall have. And I felt such an authority of the Lord when I heard him say that. Gold, gold, gold is what I shall have. Nothing less than pure gold. And then he said, now watch as my spirit moves. And again, so often when the spirit of the Lord speaks to me, that I feel the spirit of the fear of the Lord come upon me. And he said, watch as my spirit begins to move to deal with the mixture that has brought a defilement and deception in my body. For I tell you, in this new era, a move of my spirit shall bring forth a swift and severe course correction within the nations of the earth. Watch as I realign and reorder. For now, righteous nations shall be cleansed by the waters of my spirit and purified by the fires of my glory. Watch, for righteous nations shall come forth as pure gold from among the rock and the rubble. For in the midst of a great agitation and purification, a great awakening shall take place that shall bring kingdom reformation and restoration.